Yo, sleepers, Augiesaint here and welcome to the channel. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic day and another sun is rising in Dune Awakening right now. So as we all know, the spice must flow. This is going to be my final base building video that I'm going to share with you guys. Well, the final solo base build, because this base behind me, as you can see, we have moved from our old location. We were back there. I showed you guys in a previous video. We had like a really good base setup over there. But now I believe this over here, plus we have a bunch of guildies that have joined us as well, and we've pretty much just taken over this whole cliff. I have moved my base though, and I did achieve this base completely solo. That's what I just wanted to share with you guys before we move on to doing like guild-based build videos now. So without further ado, let's just hop straight into it, and I'll show you guys the ultimate solo base that you can achieve after about 300 hours of play, because that's how deep we are into the game. Let's have a look around it. So flying up, we'll do a little fly around from the outside. You can see this is my ramp going into my buggy garage, and this is what we do for aluminum, because we are still able to get all the way through to where our old base was in the back there for aluminum. All of these bases being set up here is the guildies that will be showing off their bases pretty soon as well. But yeah, let's go carry on with the video. So up there, ramp into the garage. We just made a nice little roof around the side here. On top, we have a personal hangar. Well, we can actually fit quite a few ornies up there. So that's the hangar there. I'm going to increase all of this pretty soon, obviously, because we do have to accommodate for the guild. We got all of our power generators out front here, and then this box over here, this is literally just a box I made to fit water storage. So that thing is full of water tanks. I'll show you guys all of that in just a minute. Let's fly over to the back, and then this is the super hangar. This is where we actually go ahead and we park the carrier. We have fit the carrier in. The carrier fits in right over here, and then the sand crawler can fit in right behind it. You don't really have to have it set up in HAGGA basin, because you have to carry it out to the deep desert in pieces anyway, because you can't carry a vehicle through the shield wall. So that is a quick overview of the base. That's the big hangar down below, but let's actually land in the personal hangar, and this kind of connects to everything. I'll show you guys right here. Let's land on down. Let's have a look at the base from the inside. So yeah, we just have a repair station, and that's usually got fuel cells and wire, just, you know, everything you might need for your awning before you go out on a trip. And then repair stations, you can repair something when you go out as well. Those are our deep desert chests. And then I do have a little office that I made, my first little attempt at decoration. I made myself a little guildmaster office over here with a window overlooking the guildies bases down that way. And then obviously I can't look out that way because that is where it's walled off. So this doesn't really serve purpose, it was just a nice little bit of decorating. So this is the personal hangar, and then we do have two exits, one going down to the garage and then one over there as well going to the middle of the base. The reason I have this one is, yeah, because sometimes you just want to land in the awning real quick and you want to hop in the buggy and go on an aluminum run. Go out the back there and then grab all the aluminum. This is the dump chests for the buggy. And then we actually come right in here. This is where all the magic happens. This is pretty much just everything that you might need and want in the game. We got all the refineries. We got all the different fabricate as well. That is the advanced vehicle fab. We've got the advanced, all the advanced. We've got every single fabricator there is. And we just line them all up like this against the wall. You can see this room is just literally have all the fabricators right there. And then this spot I kind of made for the large spice refinery, but we never seem to make the large spice refinery in HAGGA basin, because we just have one out in our deep desert base when we were refining the spice to actually bring it back. So we never really make one in HAGGA basin. So then I actually just brought down the roof. But that's why this section over here actually went up into the hangar, because this was originally like 5 stories high, so I could fit the spice refiner. And then I did a little bit of remodeling, bringing it down to 2 levels, because if you use the observer floor, as you can see over there, it does provide quite a bit of light. But if it goes above 2 floors, then it really doesn't do anything. It has to be 2 floors or lower. So like on the first floor or the second floor, once it gets to the 3rd floor, these lights really don't do much. And that's an Atreides light as well. And then those are also all Atreides lights. As you can see, we have tried to light this place up as good as possible. But in the nighttime, it is still pretty dark here, unfortunately. So let's carry on with the tour. So we come in from the garage there. Ore refiner, we've got our chemical refiner, the biggest ones you can get. Fabricators in the back, and then these are all our refined chests. Those are personal armory chests. And we come in here, this is what I like to call the death body room. This is where we have our death stills. And we have these pumping water. We have these 2 chests over here as a body dump chest. We have all of our bodies in there, ready to produce water. Have a look at our water. We are at 2 million, so we have quite a few water storages, which I'll show you guys as well. And then these are all the old generators. I've kind of turned most of these off, so I'm actually going to go ahead and delete these and just put up another wind turbine outside, and then I'll get rid of these completely, and maybe we'll put in some more death stalls. But as you can see, our water is doing pretty well. Let's come back out here. These are all refined chests. I have this set up in a circuit as well, so circuit 3 is all the stuff that comes from my refineries, and all my chests are pulling from circuit 1 all the fabricators, so I can craft anything at any time. And if we hop up here, we can see we have all these water storages in the back. These are just little ones. And then in the back, hidden away there, I have large water storage as well. I'll show you guys in a second. That is the stairs going up to the personal hangar above. And then if we hop down here, you can see these chests are all, we have these on the chrome floor. So you want to copy this, you can do any floor, but you have to use the chrome roof. I think it is the second chrome roof. Let me just see where my construction tool is. Slap that on. So if you want to make these, I showed this in my previous video, but just so you guys know, again, go to chrome and then roofs, and it has to be this rooftop from the chrome. You can only fit chests underneath that. It won't fit if it's any other rooftop, because it's the only like rooftop that's thin enough. You can fit these medium storages underneath and on top. And so we have this all set up like this. And then getting to the back of it's kind of an issue. So that's why I just put all these water storages, because there wasn't really anywhere else to store them. Although you could technically put like stairs right here, and you could actually just put chests all the way along this side as well, because you can run through the middle. So that is another little trick you could do if you need more storage. Although we find this storage to be pretty good for what we needed. Like I said, these are all refined chests. The top chests are all set to refined chests, and then the bottom chests are all set to dump chests. So you literally just run past all these chests and you spam F, and then it's going to dump off everything that you want to deposit, like materials, ores, any random stuff you might find while doing anything in the game. And it doesn't have any darts or medkits or stuff like that in there, so you'll never deposit stuff that you don't want to deposit. And then if we turn left here, we can go up these stairs, and then that is actually the stairs heading back into the hangar. And through there you can kind of see we have some water storages. I just fit in as many as I could there before, because before I actually had these stairs and the hangar, I just had this all as water storage blocked off, but then now it just leads up to the hangar. I showed you guys before. And if we come out, we go down this hallway, we come out here, there is the other water storage I was telling you guys about from outside, just filled with 1, 2, 3, 4, so we've got 8 water storages in there as well. Come outside, and then we have all of our wind turbines. Now, one thing with these wind turbines that my buddy actually found out is if you close them off, they will stop working. So like, I don't know if it was a bug with him, but he seemed like when he walled them off completely, they would just like stop working. So maybe if the wind wasn't actually getting into them or something. I haven't been able to recreate it because mine are set up in a way where I can't really close them off right now. But it seems like they do. If you close them off like too closely to walls, they'll actually stop working. So if you have anything like that happen, just open it up and then it should start working again. And then if we carry on, I can show you guys what's down below in the hangar. So this is pretty much everything. This has all been done solo. I farmed all of these things and made this all solo. So this is very achievable as a solo player. Obviously, I have played quite a bit, over 300 hours. So yeah, just keep that in mind. I have played and farmed quite a bit of the game. We'll come down. This is the big hangar. And then this is where we can fit our carrier. And the carrier fits in there. It comes up to about this light over here. And then we've got the space in the back here to actually go ahead and put the sand crawler as well. We did craft our carrier and our crawler last week when we had the 25% reduction in crafting costs from the land trade. So that was pretty nice. And then across the ways over there, this is why we really like this base, because it's really close to the shield wall. That right over there is literally the shield wall. So I can hop out of my hangar in the top, or I can just glide out this hangar in the bottom. You go straight into the shield wall and you're into the deep desert. So we hop up in our awning and then we just glide away. My awning is pretty slow right now because I have rockets on it, but I will change that a little bit later. Whenever I'm traveling, I usually switch over to storage and then I just have my rockets in the deep desert. Never go to the deep desert without rockets. You want to have rockets in your pockets at all times. But I'll show you guys right here. So that was the base up there. We glide on out and shield wall. We are straight into the deep desert. And you can see we come out over here at that's like 12, 11. You come out at the 10 o'clock position. And then our old base used to be in over here at the 11 position. But now we actually want to fly back in at the 10 o'clock position. Although it's pretty close from that direction as well. We just like to come in over here at 10 o'clock. We load on in and then it slaps us out right over here. Our base is just up the ways, up in the awning, and the base is one click out, pretty much straight up there. You can see all the guildies bases. We do have another guildie building a base up on this shield wall as well. So eventually we'll be able to just fly straight out there. You can see there's his base right over there. So he's building, he's really close to the shield wall. I would say that's a really nice spot. But if you're, like a solo player and you're just looking for a really good base spot, I think our base spot is basically one of the best ones you can have for a solo player, because it has access to the aluminum in the back there. And that's where you obviously want to be farming a lot of aluminum. Then we also do have a little base set up in the radiation zone as well. So there's our base from the bottom. So let me show you guys underneath. This was really difficult to actually do this to make it look nice. With the foundations, and then we use the Atreides big ramps and stuff to make that look really nice. That was a pain in the butt. All I can do and tell you guys, if you want like a little bit of help how to do that, just build walls going out or build floors going out so you can stand on the floor while you work on it from underneath. Or if you have a buddy, you can just stand on his awning and you can like hover like this and you can try and you can get that stuff all set up down below. And then for the roof and everything on top, that was all pretty easy. We just use the edge roofs or slanted roofs on the sides, and then we just use the rooftop 2 from Atreides on top. So that's pretty much the base. Let me do a little bit of a drive-by again so you guys can see the dimensions. This is obviously what I have, so you might have something smaller. I basically just wanted to show you the spot. This is a really good spot because you can come in with a buggy and then fly out for the shield wall. Pretty much everything you'll be doing anyway. So let's show you guys a little bit of the dimensions. The ramp going up, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, about 16 tiles wide from the beginning, or from the ramp itself, or from the actual building itself over there. And then across, let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 wide and 16 long if you're trying to look for dimensions. And then obviously you can make the hangar depending on how you want it. Just the bottom hangar if you want to have the fly in, fly out hangar. This one's really nice. This is what I was originally going to use as my, the hangar to land in and out there. But since we fit the carrier in there and the carrier is a big boy, we don't really have much of a hangar there. I can extend this hangar above it though, because I do still have like a vertical stake that I can put in. And that's another thing. Let me show you guys the staking real quick. Hop out here in my construction tool. And then I believe we put our sub thief down like right around this one right here. So you see this one on the left, this was the first one we placed down. That's obviously like a baby sub thief, but we placed it over there, and you want to place it down on the rock as well, so you can get all of this ground to build underneath you. If I switch over to storage, you guys can see like underneath it goes pretty deep down into the rocks. Actually, let me come over this side, maybe it's a bit better to see. But yeah, you want to stake it so that you have the bottom as well. It's kind of tough to see down there, but you can see the lines underneath there. That's how the farther stake actually goes down. Well, there you can see it right over there by the rock. It actually goes pretty far underneath the rock, so you can build that hangar underneath. And then we could also put a vertical stake on this and then raise this all up. Although there should be enough space here to make a second hangar. So what I could do is I was thinking of making this just like a 2-level hangar, because you only really need 2 levels for the assault warning to fit in there. And then I could have myself a double hangar. So underneath we could store the carrier. And then up top, yeah, we can also have all the guildies come in. Because obviously after this video, I'm going to change this base and set it up as a guild base. So I'll be changing this up and be, upgrading it to make it a lot bigger and easier to accommodate all the new guildies we got. So if you guys want to join the guild, come check us out over at twitch.tv/Augiesaint. We've got all of the chatters joining us in every now and then, and the guild is becoming pretty lively, really fun. We're going to turn it into a spice mining guild, and we control all the spice in Arrakis. But that's it for now. Thank you guys for watching the video. Hopefully it helped you guys out and you found some cool ideas to go ahead and build yourself the ultimate solo base. Stay hydrated, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Run free and dive into the sky. Hear the